Okay, we are live. We are recording. Everyone say hi to your classmates. I'm going to post this on Class Dojo.
Hi. Hello there.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
You
All
will
right.
be here.
Sweet. Okay.
You will be here soon.
Yes. Nice.
Yeah,
Thank
sure.
you. All right, here we go. So we're going to go to in your teams,
I got some.
in your writing class, in your files. Okay, guys? In your writing class files, you'll see a folder that says week 35. And what I posted in there is a preview of all the grammar worksheets you have for this week, okay? This isn't where you complete the assignment, this is just where you look at them. I also posted your schedule for the week. This is kind of like how you should be working on stuff, but you can see that we've already split the schedule into mixed classes, but that doesn't really matter because they're all the same assignments anyways. But you'll see for writing, you're going to be doing a daily grammar worksheet and then also working on your final draft this week, okay? As I mentioned before,
I get those cups every time. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Angel, come on. And then we'll be meeting, I'm sorry, you'll be receiving your rough draft edits today, this evening. And again, if you did not turn in your rough draft, you are very behind and you need to schedule a meeting with me ASAP, okay? They're also supposed to have specials this week. I don't know if that's starting after Wednesday or next week, but I think you guys are having it this week. It'll be after lunch. So you'll be seeing Miss Solis, Mr. Chavez, and Miss Gallegos, all right? Anyways, that's in your files, week 35, and check it out. This is the preview of this week's assignments. Now, as I mentioned before, we are going to be playing a game on Wednesday, all right? And so this is what the material is going to be on. So if you can review all of this material by Monday and Tuesday, then Wednesday you'll be ready to rock. There's 4 worksheets, all right? So we're going to review those today. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just kidding, there's 5. All right, so we're going to review this work right now. Make sure you guys understand how to do each one, okay? So please make sure you're paying attention to the meeting here. Remember, we are recording this video for our classmates, so please be ready to rock. So who can read the title for us?
Me.
Go for it.
Helping verbs. May, might, and must.
There you go. May, might, and must. So when you are using, when you're writing a sentence, you'll sometimes use these verbs that will help another verb. So for example, in number 1, our teacher says we blank study for the test if we want to do well. This teacher sounds like Mr. Flores. All right. Study is the main verb here. Our teacher says we, study, right? That's the main verb, study, to study, estudiar. But sometimes you have to put a helping verb, and in this case you have 3 of them. May, might, and must. And here's the hint. May is used to express a possibility or permission. So that means it's possible or we need permission to do it. Might is used to express a smaller possibility, like maybe, maybe I'll do it, okay? And then must is used to express a requirement, like you have to do this. It's not a choice, you have to do it, okay? So let's look at this. Our teacher says we blank study for the test if we want to do well. So that what you would do is try these 3 options and read it to yourself and see which one you think it is. So take a minute right now and try each one of these to yourself. Our teacher says we. Our teacher says we. And our teacher says we.
Might study.
So let's put each one in there and see what it does to the sentence, okay? Our teacher says we may study for the test if we want to do well. That would mean the teacher is giving you permission to study if you want to do well. Our teacher says we may study. It means you have permission, but you don't have to do it, right? So let's think about that. Does your teacher allow you not to study for a test?
No.
That would be bad practice, right? That's how you practice to fail. So we don't do that. Let's try might. Our teacher says we might study for the test if we want to do well. So this means
No.
maybe you're going to study, but maybe you won't. Is that what your teacher wants you guys to do?
No.
They want you to maybe study or maybe not?
No. No.
Not quite, right? So might would not be a good choice because it means it's a small possibility that you'll do it. But a small possibility to study, that's not what our teacher says. Let's look at the last one. Our teacher says we must study for the test if we want to do well.
That's correct. Correcto.
That means if you want to do well, it's a requirement that you study. Right, guys?
Yes.
Okay. So that is number one. Number one. Now, the way this is going to work is you will see these questions, but they're going to be posted as a form. And I'm going to show you over here what that looks like. It's going to look like a form like this. Oh, I can't scroll down because that is, here we go, a preview. There we go. It'll look like this. You have a question and then you have choices and you get to pick on the multiple choice. This is for online students only. For you guys at home, you'll just fill in the document, okay, with your choice. But the choices will say may, might, or must. And that'll be worksheet 1. Any questions? No? Okay. So that's the may, might, and must. We're going to go down to
Thank you.
number 2. What was that? Okay, worksheet number 2. Who would like to read the title for us? Someone different this time?
I'll do it.
Go for it.
Okay. Helping verbs can and would.
Look again. What does it say?
Helping can and would. Could.
Aha, there you go. Can and could. Okay, so again, same idea. These are helping verbs, and they're used for different meanings. So if we look at can is used to express a possibility, a permission, or a willingness. So it's like you're able to do this. It's something that you can do. It's something that's possible. It's kind of like si se puede. Now, could is used to express a conditional tone. That means the past of you can. It means you could have done it. It was possible. Si se puede en el pasado. Like you could have. Okay? That's the difference. So let's look at number 1. She can do a cartwheel or she could do a cartwheel. Now, could will only work here if you say she could have done a cartwheel. So you have to look at this verb, do. Do is in the present tense. So you have to use can. If it said done, she had done a cartwheel, then you would use could for past tense. So present, past. Do you guys understand? Let's do number 2 just to be sure. You can use can or could. You clean the kitchen for me, please? So if someone's asking, let's say your mom or dad is asking you to clean the kitchen for them right now, is that going to be presente or pasado?
Presente.
Presente, right? If they ask you to clean the kitchen right now, ahorita, is that presente or pasado? Present or past?
Present.
Present.
Presente.
Presente, present, that's right. So which verb are we going to use, everyone?
Can.
Can. Can you clean the kitchen for me, please? Ding, 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 ding. All right, so that's can and could. All right. So you're look in the sentence to see if it's past or present. Now we're going to go down to the next worksheet is could. Same thing here. These are all past tense. But let's take a look. Helping verbs could. Who can read this one for us? This little explanation. Someone other than Carlo and Munoz. Someone who has not read yet. Okay, go ahead, Eva.
Is could be used to express a conditional tone, B, the past tense of can, or C, possibility.
Ooh, this is tricky. Okay, so a conditional tone means that there's something that has to happen first. Okay, that's a condition. Like, let's say you want ice cream, right? For dessert, what's the condition going to be as your parents? If you say, I want ice cream, and it's dinner time, and I want ice cream for dessert, please. What's the condition usually? What's the rule? Before you can have ice cream, you have to
Eat.
Eat the dinner.
Yeah, that's the condition. That's what a condition is. It's like a rule. For example, I want to go play outside. Before you can play, you have to finish your.
Tarea, homework.
Yes, that's another condition. Okay, you guys are great at this. So that's a condition. That's A. Now, the past tense, we already talked about that on the last worksheet. If the sentence is in past tense, you're going to put the letter B. Okay, the could is being used as past tense. Look at number 1. He could have studied. Studied is past tense. More for the test. Studied is past tense. See the ed ending? Past tense. So we know it's B. Now, let's look at C. Leo, mute your mic. So, C. A possibility.
It's not me, Joshua.
Oh, Yeshua, mute your mic, please. Thank you, Leo. A possibility means that it's something that can happen, right? So that's going to be present or future. So let's take a look at number 2. She could change the color of her hair. Now, if Eva was going to change the color of her hair, can she do that in the past if it's already past?
I think it's gonna be C.
But before we answer, let me ask you this. If I say Eva could change the color of her hair. Now, we have 3 options, right? She can change it in the present, the future, or the past. Is it possible for her to change something in the past?
No.
No, right? Because it already passed. So if it says she could change the color of her hair, we know it's going to be present
Or future.
or future, right?
Yeah.
So we know it's not going to be B. It's not going to be the past tense. It's going to be a possibility or a condition. So she could change the color of her hair. That is a possibility, right? So that would be C.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's the could. Let's go down to can. Who would like to read this one for us?
Me.
Who's that?
Alex.
Did you already read, Alex?
Yeah.
All right, let's pick someone else. Who hasn't read yet today, guys?
I'll go.
Okay, whoever said I'll go for it.
Me.
Hmm.
Is can being used to express possibility, permission, willingness, or ability.
Or ability. Ooh, so an ability is something you can do. A permission means you're asking a question. and a willingness means you want to do it. Okay, so those are the four there. It is time for us to end, so I'm going to go down here and look at may, might, and must, and that's, again, we've already covered that. Same usage, okay, guys? So enjoy your math class. I will post these as assignments, and Wednesday we're going to play in teams for a free homework pass. You guys
Yay.
have a great math class. Thanks for your help today. I'll see you later.
Bye.
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 Bye. Bye.
Mr. Fletcher. I mean, Mr. Flores.
Oh, dude, you owe me a candy. No, what is it?
How do we have to do do we have to type it in the files where you were right now? Like the
No,
answers?
it's going to be posted as an assignment, and you'll see it
Okay.
as an assignment. And then it'll be used like a forms quiz, and you'll just
Okay.
select your choices, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, guys, see you.